Yo, what's good everybody? So, I just recently did a video on, I think her name, Morissette Amon. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Morissette Amon. I did a video on this amazing singer, and I got this comment, and I just want to talk about this because it really goes into all of the issues that I have with singing terminology as it is presently. They say this. This is a quote from me. "One of the best technical performances ever done." And then they say, "Yet none of the upper belts were supported. You're so embarrassing calling yourself a vocal coach." So let me just play a clip of like her high notes and me reacting to them. Come on! What the fuck? You gotta be joking me. You have got to be joking me. This is why I don't like these terms, everybody. This is why they have these videos debunking breath support as a word, as a term, not necessarily the actual concept of it, but the term breath support, or the term resonance, not necessarily the concept of resonance. Breath support exists, right? Resonance exists, but the definitions that we use are often not accurate. And this is a perfect example of that. If she isn't supported, then what the fuck is supported? And why would we want to sound that way? Why wouldn't we want to sound like her? If she's not supported, then what the fuck are we supposed to, what are singers supposed to do? And by the way, I know people are going to comment, "You're a vocal coach, you don't even know what breath support is." I know what it is. The point is that this definition is dumb, and it's stupid, and it's inaccurate. The problem with words like breath support is it means different things to different people. You would think that that these terms would be universal. Everyone would know what breath support is, right? Because it's supposedly a technical, objective term, right? That's supported, that's unsupported. But in the real world, it doesn't work that way. And I've gone into, you can search my channel for it, many studies where judges or panels or singers or vocal coaches or voice experts of some sort are asked to determine whether or not a sound is supported or unsupported. And they almost never can come to a proper conclusion because they don't have a uniform definition of the term. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is a prime example of that. These words mean nothing. They mean nothing. So when there's these channels or these teachers or whatever, and they're watching these videos and they're like, "Well, yes, that's a very well supported note." It's like, that doesn't actually mean anything. You have to actually explain what it is that you're talking about. What do you mean by supported? "Oh, I mean that their larynx isn't hiking up. I mean that, you know, they're not gasping for air." These are actual definitions to the term. But obviously they're not uniform. Otherwise, everyone would agree on what it means, the same way that everyone agrees on what blue is or what green is, right? Right? You see what I'm saying? Otherwise, everyone would agree what supported or unsupported is. But in the real world, nobody agrees on these things. And I think this is just one of the most ridiculous comments ever. Because she's, Morissette, sorry if I'm saying the name wrong, is obviously an amazing singer. So for someone to go out of their way and try and discredit them and use that to also discredit me is just crazy. Because they're amazing, right? That's like saying Whitney Houston is unsupported. But, you know, whatever. I just think that these terms are complete nonsense. The only people that tend to use these terms are people who are trying to sound like they know what they're talking about, in my opinion. I could use those terms, I could go around and say the same shit, but it really doesn't mean anything to you, the viewer. There are much better things that I could say that would actually benefit you. Like if I said something like, you know, you see what I'm saying? You see my point here? This is why I don't like the term support. This is why I don't like these singing terms, because nobody knows what they mean. And it's incredibly apparent that that's true once you look at the actual studies that I talked about earlier. And again, feel free to check my channel for them. I know people are going to be like, you should spend the time to put the studies in every video. No, bitch, just use the search button. All right, peace out, everybody.